and all an Auradon will pay.
In the Descendants 3 trailers, we're told that Hades and Uma are set on wreaking revenge on Mal. But is the real threat to Auradon actually someone from within? Here are 5 signs that Audrey is the unfathomable dark force that Disney's synopsis warns us about.
This is Audrey.
Princess Audrey.
Audrey's outburst. Within the first few seconds of the trailer, we see King Ben getting down on one knee and asking Mal to be his queen. Their beautiful moment is ruined when Audrey yells, "No!" In response to his proposal. Audrey's outburst shocks her grandma, Queen Leah, and Chad Charming, who are standing on either side of her. Why is she so against Ben and Mal's happy news? Sure, she once dated Ben, so it's natural that she'd be jealous, but she didn't react in such a strong way when Ben declared his love for Mal at the tourney field in the first movie.
Chad's my boyfriend now.
There's more to it than that. Audrey's fury has everything to do with Ben asking Mal to be his queen. We know that Audrey was totally set on becoming queen. This princess is all about the titles, and she's got her eye on a promotion to the top rank. Chad made it clear that Audrey wasn't into him because his name's Prince Chad, not King Chad. So if you're looking for Audrey's motivation, it probably has something to do with the title and the power that comes with it. The crown. Soon after King Ben proposes, we hear him tell Mal that Maleficent's scepter and the queen's crown have been stolen. The camera cuts to a hand reaching out to take the crown. Take a close look at the sleeve of the thief, and you'll soon realize who it is. That pink pale, leather effect clothing could only belong to Audrey. We then see a news reporter filling us in on what's been happening, saying a sleeping spell has spread throughout Auradon. Cut to Audrey, seemingly asleep on a bed with Mal and Evie around her. Don't be fooled though, we reckon Audrey is faking it, and it was actually her that caused the sleeping spell. It makes sense, given her family knows a thing or two about the subject.
You poor simple fools.
It's like the Sleeping Beauty movie has come full circle. Now, Aurora's daughter is using the same evil spell that Maleficent used against her mother, and this time around, Audrey's directing it at her mother's enemy's daughter. The Scepter. When the reporter says they're trying to discover which villain has perpetrated this evil sleeping spell, we're shown Hades, Celia, and Uma. But what if it's not any of them? What if it's actually Audrey that's to blame? Or perhaps Audrey's not working alone? We see Uma laughing, and then the trailer cuts to a figure in the shadows. She's wearing a long black coat and is holding Maleficent's scepter. The figure thrusts the scepter forward, and there's a flash of light. We cut immediately to Fairy Godmother running up steps and turning to stone. The way it's edited leads us to believe that the two moments are linked. It's hard to make out her face, but we're pretty confident that Audrey is the figure in the cloak holding the scepter. You only have to look at pictures of Sarah Jeffrey shooting scenes for the movie in a forest in that outfit to put 2 and 2 together. In another trailer, we saw the back of Audrey holding the scepter, standing in front of a cottage in the forest. It kind of looks like the cottage Aurora lived in with the fairies in the original Sleeping Beauty animated movie. Audrey definitely gets her hands on the crown and scepter. We knew she was a mean girl, but we never thought she'd stoop so low. It's all about Mal. Audrey's got beef with Mal. That much is clear to anyone. We see a moment in the trailer when Mal looks shocked, bringing her hands up to her mouth in disbelief. It looks like the back of Audrey's head is in the foreground. Could Audrey be revealing her wicked ways to Mal and Ben? Perhaps Audrey's been busy plotting her revenge on the girl who stole her boyfriend and her future title. Mal is also the daughter of Audrey's mother's mortal enemy, so it's safe to say that Audrey got motive in the bag. That could be why Audrey didn't appear in Descendants 2. We heard
Audrey went off to a spa vacation with Flora Fawn and Merryweather.
But Chad got a call from Audrey just before the cotillion, asking for his help because her car broke down in the Sherwood Forest. Surely, if she were with the fairies, they could fix a broken tire with their magic. We think Audrey lured Chad to the forest to help her with her wicked plan. She was certainly in a forest with Chad in those pictures that show her in the black cloak, wearing the crown and holding the scepter. Face-off time. It's clear that Mal is going to be the one to have to deal with whatever evil force is threatening Auradon, and we're pretty sure that's going to be Audrey. At the end of the trailer, we see Mal turn into a dragon. She only does that when she's up against a serious enemy. We saw her transform into a dragon in Descendants 2 when she battled Uma, and this time she's facing off against an enemy on the castle roof. The camera angle is so high that it's hard to make out exactly who that is standing on the roof. But if you look real hard, you can see what looks like the glowing top of the scepter. And the shadowy figure holding it sure does look like the black-cloaked Audrey. Dragon now breathes fire at the figure, so it's clear that it's an enemy. The trailer ends with another card flashing across the screen. This one says Betrayal, below a picture of what looks like the scepter. We think that's a pretty big clue that Audrey has betrayed all of Auradon by turning evil. Do you think Audrey is the real threat to Auradon in D3? Let us know in the comments below. That's a wrap. Please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this. Thanks for watching.